Today, from Salt Lake City, Utah, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Salt Lake City Elks taking on the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Holland. Throw to the right here to Gordon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throw. Holland. And this one's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Holland. He finds his man. Complete. It's Price. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Holland. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Holland. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9.
Looking to throw. McKnight. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Right there.
From the gun, McKnight throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Holland. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holland. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Throwing on 1st down. Holland looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Holland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. third down. Holland. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On third down, Crockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. The defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Crockett. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to throw. McKnight. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Oh, no.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, McKnight to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McKnight caught here by Griffin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To Crockett on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Oh, McKnight firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Elks have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holland. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Holland into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKnight. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holland gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, Holland firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Off play action. Holland. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Holland. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holland. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On second down, Crockett. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Holland. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll be incomplete. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holland got a man and he hits him in stride. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dreadnoughts are once again back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, McKnight. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holland. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Holland. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Returnable here from the 38. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Right there, 54.
To throw on second down, McKnight. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, McKnight. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Crockett, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, McKnight. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, McKnight. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Back out comes San Antonio. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Holland. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw on 3rd down. Holland got Gordon open, completes it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a huge play that time. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. McKnight. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Crockett. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Crockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Line 54.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, McKnight. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Crockett, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKnight, and this is going to be incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKnight, he finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Holland. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw on second down, McKnight under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Holland. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Holland sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holland.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Holland. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. To throw on third down, Holland. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
To throw from his end zone, McKnight over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Operating from the gun, McKnight. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McKnight, his throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Mike spot four. Mike spot four. Here we go. Mike 54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Hillman. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, Wall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Throwing on 1st down, McKnight. And that one going to come up short, low throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, McKnight. Now they go screen, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKnight. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back out comes San Antonio. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Holland. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, McKnight. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down now, Crockett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crockett, and the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Back out comes San Antonio. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, McKnight back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back out comes San Antonio.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Holland. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Salt Lake City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.